thing. I think we sit there and just wait for aging to happen. We're all going to age. And the first place you see it is on your skin, you know, and years go by and we do nothing, and then we go for these very harsh procedures. My thing is, yes, fillers are good. Botox is great. Some people need it. There's nothing wrong with cosmetic surgery, but before you get there, there are things you can do to remedy that situation.
Before it gets there.
Start now. Like, start when you are a teenager. Start when you are a young adult. Internally, as you said, with these smoothies, it's serious because, like,
I think
some of the people, some of the older folk that I have had the pleasure of working on, and I'm talking above 50, who have flawless skin like us in here.
That's who I want to learn from.
Now, they have a table this size with enough, what do you call it? Supplements. Not products, supplements. And I was like, whoa, what is that? And it happened a couple of times. And I noticed these are very active elderly people, like people who don't look their age, they're super stressed out, high stress work. And they call me in to come glam them up, and they have these supplements everywhere, and they're like, that's the key. They take their antioxidants and high potency levels, they take vitamin E, ginkgo biloba, I mean, you name it. You know, so they're all right up here,
all right up there,
great out here.
Right.
Everything is fine, their bones for their joints, everything. They take everything. So it's internal, just like these smoothies.
You know, it's so funny you talk about supplements, because I spoke to a friend of mine, actually male. I had a meeting a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about the fact that I was like, you look really good. He's about a bit older. We're talking some business, you know, to do with using his facility for a program. And then he says to me, you know, it's not even about how I feel very old. And I said, but you look really good. He said, well, I stopped taking supplements. So I feel very, you know, I feel funny. And I said, but why? And then he says, you know, I took supplements for such a long time that when I went off it, I started getting sick.
Wow.
You know, so some of these things, everybody and the way they react to, you know, I mean, when you go on Instagram as well, somebody will say, I have creams for enhancing your butt and your hips. How true?
I almost bought one of those.
Trust you.
I swear. I was like, I saw the pot, and then I called the guy and I was like, does it really work? And then he said, yes, it does. And then I didn't buy it. And then we went to a fair and they were selling it. And I asked one of the girls, does it work? And he said, yeah. And the girl said she uses it. And obviously she had a big behind. And I was like, how do you use it? And it's like, you have to literally slather your behind and then sleep. And I was like, this is going to be a messy situation.
Yeah, but how does that work though?
I don't know. It's supposed to stimulate like fat cell production in the derriere.
You know, before these things came out, there was a chicken.
I just feel... Yes, chicken
There was a
tablet.
chicken one, right?
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
The chicken thing, like 4 years ago.
Chicken,
So apparently all the Caucasians were taking that so they can have bigger butts. And it had to do with something in the chicken. But now they've taken that thing out of the chicken and it's in a tube that you can just slather on your, you know,
I just feel like whatever you're gonna do, whether it be bleaching, buying butt creams, and just make sure you're doing it the safest way possible.
How do you even know which way is safe, really? Because you slapping this thing on your butt.
Can we not just love ourselves just the way we are?
Oh, please. It's called, why didn't you come here without makeup?
Vanity is
Why did you come here without makeup?
You have to, I don't know, you know, that's always the one, how do you know what's safe? I guess you have to use your judgment. If it's being sold to you kind of through unsafe measures, there's no doctor involved, you're kind of WhatsApping a guy, they see a guy about some cream, about something, that's going to ultimately affect our bodies, our temple. It's the only place we live in 24 hours a day. You have to make sure what you're doing is safe and, you know, tested. Don't be your own guinea pig. Don't be the guinea pig.
I'm so happy you said that, because the only way of knowing that something isn't good for me is I react. I have such sensitive skin. I traveled recently and I was like, I'm all into this lip thing. It's so funny you mentioned the lip thing. I'm into this lip thing. I saw all these Instagram things. Like, I was a classic case. Like, I was looking at everybody doing these YouTube videos and I was like, I have to do this. So I got all the scrubs. I saw them scrubbing and putting oils and dropping things. I went to every single store and got all these different little things. And I came back and I was like snapping about it. Like, I'm about to do this thing. Girl, no. 2 days later, my lips were like leather.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I was in the pharmacy like, help!
Oh no! It was too dry.
I had like 3 inches of flesh on my lips. I couldn't even smile because it was so painful. Nothing helped. Like, 8-hour cream, my magic miracle, Elizabeth Arden. Nothing. They gave me antibiotics and antihistamine to calm for 10 days or so. And then
no
I wish I had seen you then.
But it was plump for a second though. It was plump for a second. Like I scrubbed it and then I felt the tingling. I think that was when I was reacting.
But you know, like Christina was saying, why can't you just love yourself? Because you have nice full lips, really. So
Best
I don't know.
lips. Love them.
I don't know who you wanted to look like.
You know what? Like I realized that the fillers in the lips are not just for making the lips larger, but also like if you have wrinkly lips, they fill out the wrinkles. You know, like when you put matte lipstick on and you have all these.
And then
the creases
goes right into it.
Yeah, so the fillers do that.
Yeah, but the trick to that, I think you taught me, was to put foundation on the
your
lip
lips.
before you apply
and
the
moisturize as well.
Yeah. So I think.
And they even have primers for your lips with makeup too, which is amazing.
These hip enhancers and butt enhancers. I wish there were like waist trainers. I wish there were like slimming creams for my bingo wings.
I know, me too. I want a cream.
You know, I bought slimming thigh reduction cream. I did once.
What were you trying to do? Make your butt bigger?
No, I was trying to reduce my thigh. What?
No, because if your thighs are smaller, then your butt and your
my
hips
thighs are
bigger.
actually big.
And that leads me to this question. Girl, have you been using butt creams? No,
Please.
just tell us.
No, come
And if
on.
you do, can you give me some?
I don't even think.
No,
Girl,
maybe
I
it's
will
not a
give
cream.
it-
Maybe it's an injectable.
Never.
I've been doing an inject.
Listen, don't
I
you
know what it is. It's
Hip
pads.
No.
Girl,
No. If I wore hip pads, Sandra, you would know. And I'm sure you would know too. You would know. But no, I haven't done anything. I think, well, look, I'm naturally endowed.
Oh, please.
If
So
I
the
should
small
say
waist,
so
where did they
myself.
come from? Because you're disturbing people, you know? Like people are trying to look at you and be like you.
I work out. I go
body
to the
goals.
gym. I mean, I've had people asking me on Instagram if I wanted to promote their waist trainer. I said no, because I don't want to mislead the public into thinking that that's what I did to have a tiny waist.
So you're trying to say you never trained your waist before?
I go to the gym. I work out. I work
You've
out
not
my
natural
like
waist
used
trainer.
creams on your butt and it
Listen,
worked and it's
people
been permanent.
people have naturally thick lips. Some people have small waists and big hips. Or some people have, actually, I don't even think my hips are big. I think
You
my
get a
waist
lot
is.
of hate for that, don't you?
I know, but I think my waist is small, but my hips, because my waist is small, it makes my hips look too big.
You know she hates it when people
I hate
she hates it when
it.
people talk about it. Like I'm sure she's like cringing inside right now.
No, but I haven't done it. Look, if there was a cream like that I've tried and used, I would give you some.
Yes.
I would give you some too, because God knows you need it. Yes, I would give you some.
I want to slim up here, and then I want the fat. I want the
Don't we all? My
No,
biggest
to
issue.
be honest, I just want to slim my arms because I think that my profile, my side view is like like 2 sizes bigger.
I think every woman wants small upper bodies and really, defined
so
lower
funny,
bodies.
like this our idea of that perfect body and that shape we want to look like is all because of images, editorials, magazines, Instagram.
I mean, look, some 10 years ago, it was actually
Nicki Minaj.
Some 10 years ago, if you had a big behind,
It wasn't good.
it wasn't good. You wouldn't even get any roles in Hollywood.
I remember even when I was younger.
My mother doesn't consider it flattering.
I would sit
She's
with my
like-
legs like up like this because I didn't want my thighs to spread.
Yeah.
You know, like just like now everyone
No.
wants your thighs to be big and they want to
Yeah.
be as skinny as possible with as
I haven't
big
heard
pieces.
of that before. You said which way?
Oh, I would sit like instead of sitting like
Okay.
spreading, kind of keep them
Okay.
keep it up.
So
And
also
now-
it doesn't.
but now
Oh, I see. Because once you sit like that,
it spreads. But
So
if
once you keep it up, it's
pumps
together.
it up. And
yeah.
that's a nice natural alternative than going under the knife.
Yeah.
or doing-
I mean,
It's all about
Betty Boop.
angles.
It's like a fictional character, isn't it? But everybody wants to look like Betty Boop.
You know Betty Boop was white. I mean, sorry, you know Betty Boop was black.
Oh yeah. Well,
Seriously?
yeah, the
Was she?
original character, yeah, she was black. They just,
I saw when Heidi Klum did that Halloween thing and she dressed like her.
so I'm sure
You
she
know
had
Heidi Klum has these crazy
She has
Halloween
some
parties, and so
craziest
she did the special effect makeup and prosthetics,
Wow.
and she had like boobs like this big coming up from under her
Wow.
armpit,
Wow.
and then small waist.
Yeah.
because she's so skinny, and then
Oh
she
my
adds everything
God.
else.
Yeah.
With the wig and everything, it was creepy. But you could see now realistically how that cartoon character had come to life.
Yeah.
And it just didn't look right.
Yeah.
It just didn't look right.
And now I think I blame social media as well, because now it's like things that you probably wouldn't see if you were sitting in Ghana or any part of the world. You can now.
You can watch
it's like,
it live.
It's like one big village.
It's fake.
I blame it on the Kim K's and the
fake.
Nicki Minaj's
You know,
and the.
you would think that pictures have enough Photoshop in there, but let me tell you, even the videos. I'm not talking about like professional graded videos like on TV. I'm talking about YouTubers. They have live filters.
Ooh.
Oh wow!
Like I could go behind one of those apps or filters and literally look like with my bare skin
Like
and look like
blockers
this.
on you.
Yeah,
Because of my little brain.
Well, Snapchat shows what filters are like. You can
Right,
no,
right,
but this
right.
one is like it makes your skin so flawless. And one of the YouTubers got caught out because what she did was she was doing a review and then she did this and then the camera like focused on that and then all of a sudden you could see her raw face and it was like
told
Are
everybody's
you
mouth
serious?
just dropped. Like what is that?
Are you
And it
serious?
apparently goes for like $100 or something.
You know,
Live
you
filter
know,
for your
you
video.
know, sometimes I go on these, sites and I'm trying to learn how to do, I'm trying to learn how to look the way they look on TV, or I mean, on YouTube. And the funny thing is, they look almost perfect, like
Yeah.
like
Porcelain.
leather skin,
Porcelain, yes.
porcelain.
Just
You know,
not- it's a lie.
And you're trying to achieve that look, and you're like, do I need a little bit more highlighter
And then you're buying more
there?
products, right?
Yeah,
You're buying
you're
more
buying more
products.
products. And then you
Brings
know,
us
I
back to
asked you
what I
about
said.
the benign
Marketing.
powder, or benign
Benign.
powder. I'm like, I need to look like a bit highlighted. And let's talk about the ridiculous highlighters people are doing lately.
We're over
You
it.
see this dark lady with almost cream looking something
Geometric
coming
shapes,
down
right
like that. And then they have their eyebrows, the how do you call that thing? Highlighters under their
Yeah.
eyebrows. And it's not their skin tone. And it's looking like they've slapped it on there. What is up with that?
I think sometimes people feel like with makeup, unless you are seeing it, it's not on. And I think sometimes people just put so much makeup on in the mirror because you know how you look and maybe your perception of what you look versus what we're seeing, too different. So people end up putting so much makeup on and there's no need.
People end up walking out of their house like they are going on a photo shoot with set lights.
Right?
So
Like,
you ask, don't you have any real
3
friends?
pairs of lashes.
Because I won't let you walk out like that. No way.
You know?
No.
Your friends should go, let's just.
I'll be like,
let me help
Jocelyn
you.
knows me. I'll be like, I'll look for my brush and just use it.
You gotta do your
Swipe
the
it off a
mother
bit,
lick,
like,
the
you
mother
know.
lick and go,
Oh,
no.
ew. Don't ever do that to me. No, please.
No, Jocelyn knows me. Like she panics sometimes. She's like, is Sandra around here? Cause she be
She's like,
dancing
"Tell
or
me."
something on the dance. I'm like, girl,
Come
stop.
here. A makeup
Yeah,
artist.
that's Sandra. Last week, or about a week and a half ago, I went to the salon
Yeah.
to wash my hair. I was telling you about that. I was telling Sandra earlier. And I've gone natural now. Everybody's going the natural craze,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the relaxers and the effect it's having on my scalp and all that. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go natural. And it's so far so good. It's been a year. I think my hair's grown. Well, thank you.
Sounds like
thank
some
you.
natural
Thank
anonymous
you, thank you,
meeting.
thank
Like,
you.
hey,
Yeah,
it's been a
yeah,
year.
yeah.
I've been natural.
Yeah,
Go, Jocelyn.
Foxy Cleopatra.
Love it.
All right. So now I'm going to the salon and I'm spending longer in the salon than I would have if with my permed hair.
Yeah.
And I'm spending more money because I'm buying all these oils. There's baobab, there's
Almond,
almond, olive, argan,
grapeseed,
flaxseed.
All of them.
Is that flaxseed?
No.
Jojoba.
Jojoba.
Jojoba. You know I used to say jojoba.
Okay,
Totally.
Well, jojoba. There's all these oils that you have to buy. And like a teaspoon is like
Yeah,
20
they're so
cedis.
expensive.
Yeah.
Like little bottles.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've gone natural.
Which
I've
is
been
like
natural for
$5.
a while, actually.
Yeah.
And just even doing making sure going in between protective styles
Right.
is costly. I have a dresser full of Product Junkie, all of the poos, all the leave-in conditioners, all the oils. Like when you go natural, I feel like it's wonderful. It's definitely liberating.
It's tedious.
But you have to, it's tedious. You
Yeah.
gotta take care of your hair.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
It's tedious. It's ridiculous. I don't even know why. Like every week I keep telling my friend, I'm like, I'm gonna perm my hair. And it's like, well, I had it last month. Because I really want to do the natural. I think I like it.
I think it's
nice.
like as we spend more money on our hair, it's vain, yes, but then you also feel like it's an investment. You're growing out your natural hair. I think we all love our natural hair.
Yeah, but spending 6 hours in the salon though, Sandra, like, come on.
What were you doing?
I mean, yeah, that's the thing, because I had first of all, I had my protective hairstyle that needed to be taken out. Okay, so that was taken out, but it wasn't like single braids. It was, cane rolled really nicely. Yeah. Then after that, I had to have a wash and a treatment.
Oil treatment, right?
I needed that,
I love it.
And then after that, I had to like sort of dry it out, blow it dry. But then again, I've been told not to blow dry my hair.
Not to heat.
I mean, I don't even know anymore. I'm tired.
There's so much. There's
you know.
different rules.
And it took a long time for the lady to comb the hair out because my hair is nappy.
You see, you feel, I feel that we're all complaining about it and thinking that it's a long time and it's expensive, only because we know they're like substitute shortcuts.
Yes, or a quick wig.
Well, I did that because I have my wig on. But I think the time it takes, why would I, that's like losing 6 hours, productive hours that I'll never gain back. But it's like when I had my permed hair. I mean, listen. I was even complaining in the sun. I said to my cousin, I said, Christine, I've been here and you've had 3 perms, 4 washes. They've all come, washed and permed their hair. They've dried it, they've styled it, and they're gone, and I'm still here.
No. Yeah.
It's
ridiculous.
A labor of love.
Like me, I'm just like, I'm not talking because I'm like, I enjoy my time at the salon because I rarely get any time in the salon. So when I go there, it takes me a long time. Sometimes when I get there, they're like, oh my God, here she is again with the long hair.
She has so much.
I have so much hair, so it's like, it's tedious for them.
I hate you for that.
They're not even excited to see me in the first place.
Like, wait.
And there's one lady that has her time, so when she sees me, she's like, oh, I can relax with my hair.
Yes.
The rest of them, I'm like, And I come out of I do the same thing. I do the oil treatment. I don't put heat in my hair because there's no point. It's gonna frizz up as soon as I get out. Like there's no point whatsoever. Yeah. So like for me, it's really quick because then I just towel dry, scrunch it up, and then I live with the curls for a day, and then I'm back up with a pony or tie it up.
Growing up, we're told that this is good hair. And our hair was like too nappy. I remember I used to pray. So one of my prayer points as a young 7, 8 year old, dear God, please let me wake up in the morning with white people's hair. Amen. And I'm thinking, really? now that I think about it, I'm like, why would I even? What was wrong with me? And I know there's a lot of young black girls out there who prayed that prayer. Like, it's like,
I know my little girls now, maybe not, but
no, thank God.
Great.
My mom's childhood picture, she had natural blonde hair this, like in her little baby pictures. Yeah. And I used to see that. And it's not even about somebody or a magazine or anything. I used to look at my own mother and be like, I want to have hair like that. Why can't I? Because me, I got this afro thing. I can't control. That's so painful. I just want to comb my hair through. I just want to take the comb and just
like you just want to go like that.
Or put the towel over your head and like pretend with the towel.
And just go like this. You know the flick. The flick.
Like Betty Boo.
Yeah.
You did. Well, girl, I've been practicing.
Yeah.
No, Christina.
But that's
go on.
But no, that's just what's so awesome about it now is although we're all complaining about our natural hair, we still love it.
We love it.
And it's good that the younger generations, however you want to wear your hair, if it's treated, natural, cut, blonde, wig, weave, it's all accepted. That's what's so cool about body positivity, body acceptance. That's another trend in the beauty world. Like Dove is so about body positivity and just getting real life women to be the model.
I mean, now you go to the beach and you see all these Caucasian girls trying to get a braid. Blue braids.
All their cornrows.
Trying to get like really nice African braids. And I think it's cool.
It's cool.
Now, I wanted to know, honestly, would you have plastic surgery? Would you ever do plastic surgery?
A little nip and tuck. I always joke with my family members and my mom and my rest in peace, my grandmother, but like, being celebrity obsessed, like, well, I want to get this procedure right here. But I always kind of look at the elders in our family and see how they ripened and matured, and I want to age like them. So I'm not against it if the opportunity comes and I'm like, you know what, let's just pull this trigger. I will pull the trigger. But for as much as I can hold off for it and do my natural, my ACV and work out and get some turmeric in my body.
Hey.
I'm gonna. My sister just taught me something new, so I have to try that out. I want to be able to put it off. But if you got it, get it. If you want it.
If you can. Would
How
you
about
do
you,
it?
girl?
Would you do it, Sandra? Just like take me away.
Make me over.
You know, it's funny. I had a family member who went through a tummy tuck.
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't a tummy tuck. Correct. Breast reduction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Uplift, like a lift
Mm-hmm.
and a breast reduction.
Mm-hmm.
And the healing process was just painful to watch.
Yeah.
So that put me off because I was always like, you know, I feel like when I get into my fitness mode and I lose weight, I love it, but I lose weight in some places that I don't want to, you know. You know.
Oops, they're the first to go.
So I feel like, and then when I fill up, I like my body in certain areas. So like right now I'm like, okay, let's not mess with areas that are like fluctuating. But you know, when you have like a little pouch, I wouldn't mind a tummy tuck, but I know that those things are also very long healing processes, you know. And sometimes they go wrong and the risks there as well.
Or the
I don't
just
know.
move somewhere else, and then out of nowhere you start getting
I don't know.
fat ankles, and you're like, wait, no, I didn't want fat ankles. Sometimes the fat just moves somewhere else.
Speaking of which, this is just by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, there was this deodorant that when you use, you're not supposed to sweat in your pits, right? Your armpits.
Yeah.
And so I got some because you know I have that issue where every now and then when I'm nervous or when I'm standing for too long or I'm
Right, they're like pharmaceutical.
they're,
kind of
very
stuff,
tiny.
but
You know, you just put it.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, "Be careful, because the sweat is going to start coming from your eyes or something." Because it's like God has given you, you know, sweat glands there for a reason. And why are you trying to stop it? It's gonna come from your eyes, and you're walking and you're tearing up, and nobody will understand.
And I'll be like, Jocelyn, why are you tearing up? Why does it smell like sweat? Why are your eyes smelly?
My mom is hilarious. Yeah. So I mean, this is like I said, it's just by the way. But sometimes you're right. If you take the fat from somewhere, but it goes somewhere else.
Your body will find a way to balance it out.
The body's gonna do what the body wants to do.
Right.
You have to listen to your body.
Yeah.
Do what it thinks.
But would you date a guy who has had plastic surgery? Because now, whatever the women are doing, the men are also doing. We said that earlier. I mean, I would totally.
If whatever makes him happy, I feel like if I got to the point where I liked him and I found out he had plastic surgery, by then I'm probably already invested.
Yeah.
Now, if your plastic surgery is like obvious, just like anyone, if you're obviously done something that can hinder my chances of wanting to date you, but I don't think it's a deal breaker. Sandra's not feeling it at all.
Would you?
Do you know why? Because just this past weekend, I was out with some girls. True story, out with some girls. A group of us actually were like a women's collective and stuff. So we're meeting for like a breakfast meeting, and there were some guys in the buffet area, and walked up to me, and I just was like, ew.
What did you see?
He blatantly has done cosmetic surgery. He was a notch away from looking like Kris Jenner.
Oh gosh.
But he was a man. He was like 6'3", like towering over me. I felt like I was like, oh my God. And it just didn't look right. It totally put me off. You could see he's done like an eye lift and chin and cheek augmentations and whatnot.
You know, he has like the gap here. That's like very popular.
Yeah. And he has like stubbly. His face was just not even. And then he had like a blonde, this kind of blunt wig. He just looked off. And then he had this. It just wasn't right.
So he couldn't kick it to you in the breakfast
It's not like I was looking at him for any particular reason, but like it stood out to me. Like, you've had cosmetic surgery done.
Yeah.
I shouldn't know that you've had that.
Yeah.
I don't even know you,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
you don't look good.
Yeah.
You don't look good. And then a friend also what are you girls here doing? I was like,
Jesus.
Later.
What about the dingling enlargement? What about that?
The what?
The dingling enlargement.
The what?
The dingling.
They do that.
Yeah, well, I heard. You know, I saw a video on Instagram somewhere. I mean, you know, obviously there's a lot of things happening in an
So
essay.
men, we feel our faces should look beautiful. Men feel like beauty is somewhere else.
Yeah, because no, listen. I saw this video, and there was this pastor saying, you know, all
dangerous.
these Nigerians coming into South Africa. You know, you saw that, right? There's homophobic attacks. Obviously, it was something to shame him because that's wrong. And he was talking about they come and tell you that they want to enlarge your dingling, and you guys buy into it. Send them back to. So it's something that's happening. But what would you do if you found out that your boyfriend or your husband has had one?
I remember like when I was a teenager, there was this one male friend of mine that like through the grapevine, we heard that he was into that, and he would go somewhere in like the slums in Accra where they have all these creams and stuff and chew some roots, and apparently it makes, so it was like a thing, a trend when the boys were like going through puberty. I remember that. How do I know if it worked? I don't know.
We're not the only ones rubbing things
on
the
the
backside.
like these things have been there since.
Beauty is so important.
Yeah. My
Beauty
only
is
problem,
so-
look, I'll date you if I like you, but don't come at me looking like Maurice Chestnut. And then when we have babies, they start looking like like you know,
Please,
Kermit the
the
Frog. I'm sorry, because I have a problem with
Men
that.
can have the same problem. The men can have that argument as well.
I'm just saying, yeah, well, exactly. But so, you know what? Don't just come at me like that. That's all.
As the enlargement works.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
I don't even know what to say.
What, ladies?
Cheers.
Cheers.
So good.
Yes. 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 Yes.